sometimes when we were building the house, he would just hang out over here. I would walk in and he would just be sitting here in a king in his kingdom, you know?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Law Maintenance. All right, we've got another amazing, awesome, super exciting shop tour for you guys here on Monday. So we're actually out and about mowing grass. Actually, these guys over here behind us are taking care of some downed trees over the road. We had some storms come through over the weekend. But really quick, we got Mitchell Gordy from Mitchell's Lawn Care LLC over there in Colfax, North Carolina. We have this beautiful shop tour there with him and his girlfriend, Hannah. So really quick, Mitchell's shop is a 60 by 50 iron steel framed kind of a building, a little bit different than what you guys might have seen so far. By the way, Mitchell has a great YouTube channel as well. Tons of videos, a lot of equipment that we don't get to see and use up here in Michigan. He's got Wright equipment, tractors, enclosed trailers. He's a Dodge Ram fan guy. Don't hold it against him, just having fun. It's Ford country over here. And I want to say a big shout out and thank you to the tour sponsors and everything in between for the shop tour series. Steel, Equipment Defender, Yard Book, and Cujo Yardware. By the way, out here mowing with the Cujo Yardware shoes. Quick little plug for these guys. We have the slip-on shoes going on, the Jags. Originally, I didn't know if I'd be a big fan of them, but I'm telling you what, we're about 3 or 4 weeks into the season. I love them. So if you guys want to check out the X1 boot or the traditional Cujo, go check them out at CujoYardware.com. Brian's 10 saves you 10%. All right, they're kicking up the chipper. That means that's our cue. We're out. Let's kick it over to Mitchell over there in Colfax, North Carolina. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here, Brian's Law Maintenance. Trust you guys are doing well. We're gonna jump right on into it here. Look who we're hanging out with. We got Mitchell and Hannah. How we doing, guys?
Doing great,
awesome.
Doing great. Glad to have you here.
We are coming in hot. We're actually having a bunch of fun before we hit record. Doing another shop tour, all right? So we've got a whole playlist here. We're doing it every Monday for about 8 weeks. And Mitchell Gordy has one of the nicest shop builds that I have ever seen. Just following him along on Instagram. But we're gonna show you the in-depth behind the scenes look, and we're gonna get everything shown on camera. Really quick, where are we at in North Carolina? Beautiful place.
Colfax, North Carolina.
Colfax?
No, Colfax.
Colfax.
Slow it down and stretch it out.
Colfax. Well, in the north we talk fast.
Yeah.
Well, over here you guys are like, hey, how y'all doing today?
That's mainly her.
That's mainly her. So Hannah, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Thank you for the tour of the house, by the way.
We're glad to have you, buddy.
This is awesome. All right, well, without further ado, you want to take it away? We'll give some stats, and we're gonna do a whole walkthrough of Mitchell's new shop.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Here behind me is a Renegade steel building, and it's 50 by 60, so it's 50 across the front and 60 long with 16-foot eaves. And it's got a 12 by 60 lean-to on the right side, which just doubles as, you know, extra storage and things like that to keep trailers or whatever you may want to have to put out there. But
wow,
they've got a 50 by 30 concrete apron on the front. Eventually we'd like to you know fill all this in with asphalt or concrete, but as we all know, that's very expensive. So right now it's just gravel. I think the quote to do concrete, all of it, was like probably $45,000–$50,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so
wow. Rockwell, it's nice.
Thank you.
You know,
well, I just redid it, so
there you go.
I put out, what was it, 30 tons, I think, 30 tons of new stone. So that was like $3 grand as opposed to $45,000 or $50,000 for concrete.
Sure.
So we're just gonna stick with this for right now. So, but yeah, we can do a walk around, or we can just start on the inside. So whatever you want to do.
I'm following you, bro. Let's look at the lean-to. So, by the way, this is a steel building.
Yes, it's a red iron steel. So what, you know, the color that you see is just the red oxide primer, but it's what they call a red iron steel building.
Okay.
So don't quote me on this, but it has like a hurricane wind rating of, I think, like 120 or 140 mile-an-hour winds.
Wow.
So it's pretty sturdy. You know, and there's not much of a fire risk with the steel as opposed to, you know, like a wood pole barn or something like that.
Sure.
But again, this is the 12 by 60 lean-to, so I've got full LED lights all the way down it, and it's, you know, super bright at nighttime, and then floodlight security lights on the outside. So it's really not used for much right now. So I've got my old 16-foot trailer out here, and it's got some leftover construction materials on it because all of this is pretty much, you know, brand new. The shop was completed in March of last year, and the home was just completed in December of 21. So
nice.
The trailer's kind of a little storage place right now. So and then going around the backside, there is a drive around. You can drive completely through the shop, which really helps with, you know, coming in with the trailer, so I don't have to back my trailer in, and you'll see that. So that's pretty much it for the lean-to.
Sweet. Does the rain stay off of here pretty much?
It does, yeah. So
okay.
It runs off the top of the building, hits this, and then there's a gutter system here with the downspouts. And then the downspouts are buried. They run out to the ditch there and then out into the woods.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
So as long as it's not windy,
right,
it doesn't get wet under here at all. So
that's awesome.
I mean, if there's wind blowing, then, you know, pretty much if the direction of the wind, you know, it may get wet where I'm standing. But as you can see, the difference in the stone from pretty much like out here where it's been washed off, you can see the different colors. And then under here where it's just like kind of one color that still has the gravel dust on it, that in here has yet to get wet.
All right, brother. Well, let's jump inside. Is that what we got up next?
All right.
I noticed your sign on the door, by the way. That's awesome.
Yeah, that and then the little one right here.
There you go. There you go.
I did want to say one thing. I want to preface it with the fact that anybody watching this, because I know you're doing a whole series on the buildings, you know, it's impossible. If you think you've thought of everything, you haven't. So this is a little nugget of information. You know, if you're planning to do a lean-to off of your shop, and it's these red iron I-beams, I wanted my lean-to to be 12 feet wide, and it is. However, if you look at the beam right here, that doesn't mean from here to the wall. The 12 feet is actually from the wall to the outside of the beam.
Oh. So
I actually lost some width on the lean-to, unbeknownst to me. I wanted it a little bit wider, so you know, when you come in with a truck or a trailer. So it's something to think about, you know, go a little bit wider than what you think you want. Because that measurement is not here, that measurement's out here.
All right, good looking out.
So let's go on inside.
Wow, holy cow.
So here's the building.
Dang,
let
son.
you pan around for a little bit.
This is pretty dope. Holy cow. It's awesome seeing it in person. I've seen it on Instagram 100 times, man. But
yeah.
It's way different seeing it in person.
This is it's been a dream come true, and I mean, honestly, it wouldn't have been possible with you know, without the help of Hannah and everything. So she's been a big part in making this happen. So right here clearly is the workshop space. Okay, I've got, you know, a little maintenance area right here where I can, you know, tinker and work on things. And over here to my right, this is all the blade sharpening and balancing section. I do these for homeowners, customers, and, you know, contractors, everything. So I can keep everything over here for blade sharpening. So the magnetic system, the sharpener, and the balancer. And then if I need to work on one to repair a blade, I've got a bench vise here where I can work on it with the handheld angle grinders to get the edge dialed in before I go back to the sharpeners. So
gotcha.
This is all complete blade sharpening.
I like the box. You make the box too, obviously.
Yeah, I built that out of, you know, just some leftover wood here.
That's actually pretty smart.
Anytime you're using the hand grinders, man, that the dust goes all over the place.
Yep.
So I figured out when I was grinding on one where the shavings and everything were going. So as you can see, like, it hits the box and it kind of just keeps it contained in here, and then I can just vacuum that little area out.
Super smart.
So instead of it going all over the workbench.
Yeah.
A lot of guys
this is the dream right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did some research that I didn't want like your normal pegboard, because it's just like that particle board. It's kind of cheap. And I was like, there's got to be a better option out there. And I stumbled upon this company, OmniWall, on Instagram, and reached out to them, talked to them about their product. And this is actually I want to say like a 12 gauge steel or 14 gauge steel.
Okay.
But it's all metal.
That's solid, yeah.
It's not particle board, cardboard, nothing like that. And you can still use your conventional pegboard stuff with it. That's what the holes are for.
Okay.
I don't say they're for, but it allows you to use your regular pegboard attachments. But everything is on here with automotive fasteners. So if you look in here, each one of these hooks or holders has got an attachment on the bottom, so it's not going anywhere. It won't come off, it won't lift up or nothing like that.
Nice.
So every single one of these, they're all secured.
Well, that is pretty dope.
And it's all customizable. You can get different colors, things like that. And then I've got, you know, lights underneath it too. So, but again, that's Omni-Wall. They make a really nice system.
Was it OMNI or something? Omni?
It's right here.
Omni-Wall.
So yeah, OMNI Wall, Omni-Wall.
Nice. All right, cool.
Omni-Wall USA.
And then you built the shelving on the back?
Yeah, now the workbenches, the work table,
okay,
everything you see that's all in lumber, me and my father worked on, and Hannah, we all knocked this out. So
wow.
And I mirrored it. Anybody that follows me along on Instagram or YouTube knows that I came from a much smaller space than this, but I mirrored the style of these workbenches after what was in my little 12 by 24 barns.
Okay.
Just made them on a bigger scale.
Nice.
So they're 3 foot, I think 3 feet deep or 2.5 feet deep, and then 12 feet long here, and then 8 foot on the blade surface.
Nice.
Section. And then I actually got this work table idea off of a YouTube video. You know, if you YouTube anything, you know, 50 million different things come up. But I saw a guy had a workshop with a work table that he'd put on casters. And I thought that was a great idea because, you know, I can unlock the wheels and then I can take this table anywhere in the shop. So,
you know what's funny? I've watched those videos. I think I've watched this video.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, how do you make workbenches?
Yeah.
And I think I've seen this exact one. It's got like 5 million views.
It's insane.
Yeah. That's wild.
But it's a no-brainer because I think Hannah and I were unloading something at one point in the truck in here when we had all our stuff stored from before we moved into the house.
Sure.
But we actually wheeled the table to the truck and put stuff on the table and then
dollied it over.
Yeah, used it as a dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart.
But it's coming very handy. I mean, right now I bought a new bowler, so I got a I don't even know what the thing is. It's the EB910 RT sitting here. I haven't even used it yet. So
there you go.
But
that's
smart
sharp
thing, man. So and then you know there's a little magnet right here for if you need to put tools on it or whatever. I had this this knife on it when I was doing insulation for the rooms over there. But just something neat, you know, if you got a screwdriver or pliers or whatever to put down there. So
that's awesome. This right here, is this where you spend most of the time probably if you're tinkering on stuff?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time when I'm in here, I'm hanging out in this little spot right here. So
yeah. Where did you get the lights, if you don't mind me asking?
All the lighting came from Home Depot. So these are 8 foot LEDs. And it's more of the, you know, soft white look as opposed to the colder fluorescent lights over in the main shop area. So it softens it up a little bit. And our grand plan is to keep it this wood look. I don't want to stain it. I'm not going to paint any of this. And the reason being, you know, as wood ages, to me it tells a story, you know, and I like shops when they have personality when you walk into them, you know. I want to see the stains and I want to see the marks of, you know, jobs I've worked on or whatever. You know, that's how my granddaddy's shop was, you know, and my neighbor Mr. Potts the same way. And you walk into their shops, like, they just, you know, there's so much history in there and you can see everything that was done. So
right.
I'm hoping as time progresses, you know, this place will start to age and tell those stories too. So
I thought people were supposed to like cut their name in or something on the table with the knife, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they got to sign the wall or something, but different, you know? So
yeah, I need to take this knife and be like, I love Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah and Mitchell with a heart, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think, Hannah?
I love it. I love that idea.
But you know, she loves it too, so she's out here, you know, just as much as I am.
Tinkering around.
Yeah.
Well, and he taught me how to sharpen blades and help. And
yeah, she helps out a lot.
Absolutely.
So
what, one more time, I know you said, but what's the dimensions on the building?
50 by 60 by 16.
16.
Now 16 is the eave height.
Okay.
So I think, I haven't measured it exactly, but standing in the center of the shop to the top is roughly 22 to 23 feet.
I say 24 or something.
Yeah.
22.
Wow. But
which is nice because you have a mezzanine. We'll get to that, but you still got 7, 8, 9 feet up there.
Oh yeah.
Which is awesome.
So down here, and this is we haven't even unveiled this on my my channel yet. The actual just completion of all this stuff. We've got a video coming to the channel where we're going to do a detailed run through of what's in here.
Hey guys, really quick, so we are halfway through Mitchell's shop tour. Hope you guys are appreciating it. Thank you so much for the thumbs up on the video if you're enjoying it. So we're over here mowing grass. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon, mowing 3.5 acres, and things are going really well over here. But really quick, I wanted to highlight one of the tour sponsors, which is Cujo Yardware. Now I know I teased about them at the beginning of the video here, talking about their new Jags, but they also have their regular Cujo shoes and the X1 boot. Now, if you guys know the story from Cujo Yardware, about 4 or 5 years ago, I said, man, if somebody could design a waterproof or water-resistant shoe, something that was comfortable, lightweight, breathable, and you know, at a fair price point, $100 or so, that would be great, because I was going through the Nikes, the Brooks, the Asics, and all those back in the day, cutting grass, but they would just get soaked and thrashed and trashed by 9 or 10 a.m. with all the morning dew. So really quick, I'm gonna have Rob head down here. We've got the Cujo Yardware shoes. Again, these are the Jags. We're rocking the slip-on shoes for right now. I actually was just joking with Rob. In the backseat of my truck are my original Cujos, but I've been taking both of these with me, think I'm gonna have to switch out to the Cujos, the originals, but I've been digging the Jag. So either which way, check out whichever one you guys want on the CujoYardware.com website. And again, we just really wanted to say a quick thank you to those guys for sponsoring this shop tour series and giving us the opportunity to fly on down to Mitchell Gordy and see him and Hannah's beautiful shop down there in Colfax, North Carolina. All right guys, without further ado, let's kick it back over to Mitchell and we'll continue this tour.
But I hinted to this project on my YouTube channel. I just haven't done a video on the completion of it yet. But by the time you guys see this, that video will already have been out. So
sweet,
I'll go check it out. But I wanted to keep a space where I could still work on equipment and, you know, still have, you know, toys in here if we wanted to or whatever. So these rooms right here don't, you know, impose on like the center bay or nothing like that. So I still have a lot of floor space. But you know, with mowers, you know, we still got to scrape decks and change blades and all that stuff. So I still have a large area right here to do that, where I'm not outside in the driveway anymore. You know, I used to do that for years.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice to be able to.
Yep. Yeah,
it's nice to be able to do it in here, and you know, I can shut the doors and the wind's not blowing, so I'm not getting like, you know, all that grass and junk up in my eyes and everything. But so it's nice to have this space to be able to do that stuff. And I've been asked a bunch if I'm going to like finish the concrete or polish it or do epoxy. For one, this large of an area, it would be super expensive to do. But two, it plays back into, you know, the character of the building. And I've been in some older buildings where the concrete was just left raw, and it's a cool look. You know what I mean? Like same thing with the wood. You know, the floor can tell a story.
Sure.
Call me weird, but like even the marks on the concrete where, you know, there's tire treads. Like I remember exactly what those were for. Like that's when I had sheetrock delivered. You know, so the machine that came in to do that. So
I like it.
We're not finishing out the concrete. For one, I don't even know what it would cost to do the epoxy.
Epoxy?
So it'd be super expensive.
Tens of thousands probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the grand plan for this place was I wanted a space to keep all of my equipment, you know, out of the elements inside. I wanted to be able to bring the enclosed trailer in, and that's a 8.5 by 20 foot long trailer. But there's plenty of room in here for it. I can pull my truck and trailer in, I unhook my truck, and then I drive out the back. When I came up with this idea to do all this stuff, I was still running my company full time and had crew working for me. So there wasn't plans to do like this personal space here. It was just going to be office and just pretty much equipment, bathroom, shower, stuff like that. But then when, you know, I scaled back, started doing something different with my business. Now Hannah and I were like, what are we going to do with this place?
Sure.
You know, so now it's like mixed personal and business use. So, and we'll show you what this is in a minute. But It's been awesome. So Hannah and I we love being out here.
Hey, really quick, we'll break it up. Hannah, what are you thinking so far? Things you like, best part of it, or?
The best part of it for me was what he touched on is he has shared with me a lot. You know, we love one another. We share in each other's struggles. We've known each other a really long time. And for him to say, when he sits out here, he's like, I vividly remember, you know, changing oil and fluids in the mowers and maintaining my equipment in the heat, and no matter how cold it was or how hot it was, I didn't have anywhere to go. And so now to like, just sometimes when we were building the house, he would just hang out over here, and it was like I would walk in and he would just be sitting here and like in a king in his kingdom, you know. And it was the coolest feeling for me to watch these dreams come true for him and to share that, you know. And it's just been really beautiful.
That's awesome. That's really cool. It's awesome to see how you guys support each other and you guys are building it all together.
It gave us a place for her to put all her bird seed and all that stuff.
I have a little corner.
She's taking over part of my blade service in the area for bird seed. Yeah.
There you go.
But it's fun.
That's awesome.
Another kicker is, if you can do it, and I know Brian, you're toying with the idea of what you're going to do with your space. A huge asset to have is the drive-through. I know if you can do it, you will.
Yep.
But not having to, you know, back a trailer in or whatever, it makes it so much easier that when I pull down my driveway, I hit the button, the door comes up, I pull straight in, you know, unhook, and then I leave. And then, you know, the next day that I need the trailer, I mean, of course I got to back the vehicle in to get to the trailer. But it's, you know, not having to back up a 16, 18, 20-foot enclosed trailer or any trailer of that measure. It's just nice. It's just a nice luxury to have.
What size are the doors?
These are, the drive-throughs are 12 by 10s.
Okay.
So that's all I needed. I mean, that's plenty tall for any, you know, average truck or trailer. So 12 by 10s, and then right behind you, the center door is a 12 by 14.
Wow.
So 14 feet tall, which is big enough for any of your, you know, RVs with air conditioners on top, things like that, big box trucks, whatever.
Fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you can't fit into a 14-foot door, you got problems.
You ain't going down the highway.
Yeah, you're not going down the highway. So, and I honestly, you know, I didn't build this place for, you know, anybody else but for us. But the 14-foot door is a huge resale value too.
Yep.
You know, for, you know, a husband or wife years from now, if they see this place and it appeals to them, and they've got an RV,
a motor coach.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
They can still pull in here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the largest one, they're anywhere from like 45, 50 feet long.
Yep.
Even though we did some construction in the back, they can still pull, you know, their motorhome in here, no problem.
Awesome.
So it's still appealing to, you know, the next people. This is a forever space, but, you know, we ain't here forever, so someone else will eventually call it home.
There you go.
So we wanted to you know, include those options as well.
So you get the power washer by the front door.
Yeah, and it's there because it's readily available. I use it so much. There's no reason to tuck it away somewhere. You know, I was keeping it like on the back side over there, but I was like, I mean, I literally use it all the time, so it doesn't hurt nobody sitting right there.
There you go. So, there you go. Well, here, take us over this side real quick. What, are we hiding anything behind the camper or the camper? Yeah. Hiding anything behind the enclosed trailer? Because you got the mowers.
No, it's just storage stuff along the sides. So
I like the banners though. The banners, you know, I think everybody's got some banners that they get from trade shows or their mower brand.
So I've got and the banners represent brands that, you know, I use their product, and brands that I've partnered up with over the years. So obviously Wright, and then Jobber. We got Detached Manufacturing here. Yeah. And you'll see further down there's Cartmate, and then Toro and Staybill. So all companies that I use their products each and every week.
There you go. There you go.
But just along the side, you know, between the trailer and there is kind of your, you know, out of sight, out of mind stuff. You know, it's extra stuff, coolers and what have you. Eventually, again, this place is so new, it's not 100% complete yet. There's some little, you know, fit and finish and things that we want to do, but we're gonna, you know, do some shelving down the sides and organize this a little bit better and take advantage of the height of the space. Sure. It's just we haven't got to that point yet. So
Gotcha.
it'll be a constant work in progress for a while. Why don't we go up?
Up?
So something that's super cool that I was blessed to be able to get is I partnered up with High Performance Fan Company and got a 14-foot industrial fan. So this space, it called for something of that size. So it is plenty big enough to get the air moving in this size of a building. And Jim, the guy that owns High Performance Fan Company, did me a real good. He custom painted all of it orange, which is my favorite color.
Wow.
So, and I think Hannah's going to turn it on for you.
Is it one of those deals where if I have to ask, you know?
It's not cheap. So, and then back over here, we'll keep moving. So I know we got a few minutes left.
That's great. I can already feel it.
This is a 8x14 utility closet, and this is lawn care related. So this is all the all the extra stuff. So this is, you know, backup equipment, seasonal equipment. I've got both my cart mates in here.
Oh, your leaf rakes,
spreaders,
or leaf plow.
Yeah, the pile driver by Detach.
Yeah.
Extra shirt cans, chainsaws, backpack sprayers, chemicals. So this is all the
nitty gritty
extra stuff.
Yep.
And kind of like you, like I wanted all of this stuff like out of sight.
Yeah.
You know, so it keeps it nice and clean looking when the doors are shut.
Now, all this white that I'm seeing, did you guys add this and build this after, or the builder, or? Yeah,
the building was finished in March of 21, and we just started construction on all of this January of 22. You know, we had to wait till we got moved into the house because this place doubled as storage for our stuff for the house.
Sure.
But we started this construction January, and it just finished a month ago.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, but this is a home fitness section.
What?
So yeah, it's a gym.
There you go.
First and fourth floor.
Wow.
First and second floor.
Holy cow.
And a big old mezzanine. So we can go check that out if you want.
I'm following you, brother.
Okay. And this is the weight room.
Whoa. What?
So
I think you just built everybody's dream here. You guys got to thumbs up the video if you haven't yet. This is where it's at.
This has been a dream come true. So you know, Hannah and I both love to stay in shape and lift weights. So especially her more than I. She's lived and breathed this stuff forever. So wanted her to have a space that, you know, we could just do this at home and walk out our back door and
wow.
and lift weights. So.
Heck yeah. It even smells like a gym. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding, dude. That is really cool. That is really cool.
Well, again, that's the...
Wow. Good for you guys. This is really cool.
This is only part of it.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
No, wait, there's more.
So this is just storage. Still not done with this yet. I got to put some flooring down here. Watch the step. So,
oh, I've seen this on Instagram.
Oh yeah, this is the mezzanine area. So it's 35 feet long, and this doubles as like more of like your like outdoor what do they call it, Hannah? Calisthenic stuff type work.
Like a stretching green or to push the prowler or anything.
So we can do walking lunges, battle rope, push the sled, and it doubles as storage too.
Yeah.
So, and then
that's awesome.
This is the second floor of the gym, and this is the cardio kettlebell stretching room.
Wow.
So
that's pretty straight. Holy cow.
Say what?
That's pretty straight. That's awesome.
So
we got a nice view out of the shop as you're doing cardio.
Seriously.
No expense.
Look at this. You can just look out, like check on your crew or check on your people, or run when your wife's coming because you're in trouble. You know.
And keeping with the concept of our home of not wasting any space, I had this space above the utility closet, so now we're above the utility closet you just saw.
Okay.
So we extended the gym out this way too, brought the rubber floor out. I've got a bench out here and some dumbbells because doing training with hot and cold temps is good too. So, you know, the shop not being heated or cooled is susceptible, that's a tough word to say, susceptible to the elements outside and temperatures. You know, so you can get out here and do workouts when it's hot or cold.
Yep.
But the rooms are climate controlled.
Wow. So did you guys install those as well, or?
Yes, and they are super efficient.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Super efficient.
There you go. Look at that.
Yep.
Wow, because this room is nice. This is probably 65 in here. Mm-hmm. Wow.
One of the things that we had really talked about, and we'd actually done a poll in his story, was, you know, we're all getting older, we're all working manual labor jobs, you know, both of us have 2 jobs apiece. So we're gonna start doing just a really brief video, maybe once a month, on, you know, preventing injury, rehabilitating injury. You know, your hands hurt at the end of the day, your back hurts, your knees hurt, and just, you know, you'll have maybe one exercise you can do to stretch and strengthen, one exercise that you could do if you go to a gym, one exercise you could do if you don't have a gym and you have to use what you have at home, you know. So just trying to facilitate the discussion, especially amongst people who maybe don't go to a gym or don't view themselves as like a workout enthusiast. That's not what working out is about. It's more about keeping yourself in shape in terms of being able to do your job and making sure that you don't get injured so that you can keep doing your job.
And that's going to be on Mitchell's channel?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's going to be on the Lawn Care channel.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
my YouTube channel.
we'll button up right here. Where can people find you guys, man? Because this is, thanks again for the tour, but where can people find you and follow along? And by the way, you're going to have way more behind the scenes videos, so.
Oh yeah, so yeah, definitely stay tuned to the channel. So we're gonna, like at this point, there will be an in-depth video on everything that you see here already up on my channel. So it's at Mitchell's Lawn Care LLC, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can follow him on too. It's at HJ the Minx, HJTHEMINX. The Minx.
Awesome.
We appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, well, we're gonna button up right here. I know we kind of cut it abruptly, but the camera was actually running out of space there and the battery was getting low. So really quick, if you want to see the encore and you guys want to see a little bit more of their workout facility, both upstairs and downstairs, that's even weird to say, their workout facility at a pole barn, you got to check it out on their YouTube channel at Mitchell's Lawn Care LLC. Hannah and Mitchell just dropped a video here just the other day giving another behind the scenes tour in depth, at length, about the workout facility and then everything they have going on that we didn't get to go into depth with. So that being said, wanted to just say a big thank you for all of you guys watching, and again, thank you for thumbs upping the video if you guys haven't already. Little tap 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 roo. We really appreciate that and sincerely appreciate the support. Again, thank you to Steel, Cujo Yardware, Equipment Defender, and Yardbook for sponsoring the shop tour series. Make sure you guys join us every week for 8 weeks on Mondays, because we're doing shop tours back to back to back all 8 weeks long. Next week is Dylan Stevenson with Solo Cuts Lawn and Landscaping. All right, guys, well, over and out. Stay tuned rest of the week here on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got some more great content dropping for you guys here on YouTube, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.